Ah, yeah. Hello. Paul, what's going on? All right. Looks like maybe I'm a few minutes late. Depends what clock I look at. According to my cell phone, I'm right on time.
All them clocks.
All them clocks. How does a cell phone get off time? Doesn't matter. Paul, are you there?
When you throw it out the window, it flies.
That was my connection.
You sound all right.
Okay, cool.
All right. What's going on, you two? There's no one here. Wow.
Have we shared it out or anything yet?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been pimping it.
I said I posted it a couple minutes ago. Well, a few minutes ago, something like that.
Yeah, I've been pimping it for days.
There is that.
I've been really looking forward to this one.
I mean, that's all right.
Share Paul's post here.
Yeah, well, Facebook will show it to your friends tomorrow.
Yeah, that's helpful, right?
Social media, their algorithms, like nothing's timely.
No.
Especially Facebook. Facebook is, I don't know, that or Twitter just doesn't show anybody it. They're both junk. They're junk, and I'm going to complain about it.
So the Twitter notifications have been about a day and a half off lately.
They're restricting my spam.
Unfortunate.
I don't know if we'll have Melanie or not.
Oh, so Jesse.
Yes, sir.
After going to the movies this weekend, I think you finally banged your drum hard enough. I'm seeing some original content coming out in theaters.
Where?
Right? No, there's some promising movies coming out this year.
All right. I hope so. I hope that's true. Why is Facebook's not even letting me share this, man? It's because it was one of our posts.
Share.
It's not letting me share. It's ridiculous. It clearly doesn't know what to do with that. Maybe I already shared this share. Maybe that's the problem.
Scary.
Well, I know we won't have Matt D today because he said it's soccer season.
What?
Here's my thing. This is since this is going. Hello, Savannah. What's going on?
Hey,
I've seen you in the listener group before. What's going on? There's somebody. Maybe it'll just take a while. I was gonna say, like, our irregular listeners, when we kept asking what time is a good time, I kind of wish they'd give us some input.
But no.
I don't know why. Because then they'd be there.
Last week was a little rough. It wasn't terrible. Like, we had listeners consistently, but very few, if hardly any of the regulars, and nobody was really wanting to interact. So
that's a few commentators.
Yeah.
Yeah, I listened back, and then I also looked because I was at not parent teacher conferences, but back to school open house or whatever was happening. So I had a few minutes before it kicked off, and I looked, and I was like, "Oh, it's us and a bunch of those like live streams that aren't live."
Oh,
where it's like basically like the comedy channel that plays basically like funny music, like a radio station.
Well, you can't interact with that.
Right. And so it's like, well, you'd think this would be good because that means we're one of the few that you can interact with, actually. But maybe it's a dead zone for people that actually would interact. I don't know.
Yeah, just not a good time.
Conversation is dead.
Is it like too early? Do you think like it'd be better if it were later?
I kind of think maybe. Well, that's the theory.
Because I know like Maggie, when she has done hers, she does it more like basically an hour or two later, 2 hours later. and she seems to get some decent interaction.
Well, I feel like, and hey, we've got a couple listeners in here now, so
Good.
We will.
Thank you.
I swear we will get to the topic at hand, which is entertainment news, and we're going to talk about Rocko's Modern Life, the new Netflix series, not series, special. But I feel like this time slot hits in a weird spot where it's too early / late in the afternoon for Pacific Coast or Pacific time zone. It's like 3 p.m. over there. And then it's like prime going home, stuck in traffic time.
It's almost like rush hour for us.
Which is maybe okay, but I guess I'm supportive of people. Like, you'd think we'd get listeners, but you kind of have to like fumble with your phone to listen to live casts. So maybe the live cast in the car is not, maybe that's not who we want to target.
Why not? That's fair.
Well, considering the chastising you gave, what was it, Mel a couple weeks ago?
She was chatting. She was text chatting while driving. That was insane.
This is my point.
What's going on, Dimitar? I know your name. I've seen you in here. It's good to see you again.
I see you.
Well, you know what? We got people. Let's start it proper.
All right.
I still have not added the Grawlix Nights music yet. I'm sorry. It's one of those things where I totally forget about it until I'm about to start the live cast, and it's too late.
We're gonna need that sweet saxophone eventually.
I know. But we got this.
Cue the music.
Welcome to Grawlix Nights. What? all your favorite shows don't wait 10 minutes to play the intro music?
What are they doing wrong?
They're behind the curve. See, the listeners are starting to. We're getting more. It's that intro music. It brings them in.
If you
like a Pied Piper situation.
All right. So, hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Randy. I'm joined by my regular co-host Jesse. My other regular co-host Melanie. I'm not sure where she's at, but she has had like an infection, so she's been kind of off and on sick. So she's probably dealing with that. However, we are joined by Paul here. Hey, Paul.
I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
Paul here. That is your name now. That is not your name, but
Paul, middle name, yes, and last name here.
Maybe the H in Paul H. Harder is here. Paul here harder. I'm sure that just doesn't disgust you. I apologize.
Oh my.
He's like, I've heard everything you could. There's nothing you can say.
Yeah, that's probably true.
All right, so today we are going to talk about Rocko's Modern Life, Static Cling. I know Paul probably has a lot to say about that. Thank God, because I don't know what to say about it. But here's a little overview. I love that there's I love the chat on Livecast. Okay, that's why I was disappointed last week that there wasn't a lot of chat going on, because sometimes it's like another conversation going on while we're doing the show, and it's so funny to me. But I like it. Keep it up, guys. I don't care. Talk to each other. Talk to us. Talk to yourself. Whatever.
Talk to the guy who lives in your closet.
Yeah. Get him to. If you got a guy living in your closet that you can chat up,
I say he wants to listen. Let him listen. Have
him follow us. So Rocko's Modern Life, Static Cling came out just this month. Overview. After 20 years in space, Rocko returns to a technologically advanced O-Town and makes it his mission to get his favorite show back on the air. This is an animated special based on the 1990s cartoon series on Nickelodeon, Rocko's Modern Life. The special was written by series creator Joe Murray, along with Dan Becker, Tom Smith, and Cosmo Sigerson, whatever. I did pretty good on my Name.
Cosmo.
And it was
Cosmo.
and it was directed by Cosmo and Joe Murray. Okay. So what did you guys first off, what are your guys' relationship with Rocko's Modern Life, the series, and then you could segue into what you thought of this.
I think Paul should go first on this one.
This is, I mean, we were going to do this anyway, but this is Paul's pick.
Oh, I loved Rocko's Modern Life. I mean, it was one of those shows that I wouldn't miss. It just, I mean, just it was dumb funny, which helped a lot. It wasn't. It was before the stupid cartoon really took off, but it still had enough of sophisticated humor that you could go back now and watch and be like, oh, okay, I missed that.
Oh,
like,
sure.
Spunky and the Mops. You wouldn't necessarily catch what was going on with that as a kid, but you would catch it now.
Sure.
It's so it was right in that crossover from really good cartoon writing to what are we doing with cartoons?
Right.
Yeah, I'll jump in real quick before you get too far into it. Yeah, I would kind of agree. I enjoyed Rocko's Modern Life. It was one of the ones I watched quite a bit, and there were several around that time period. Watching this special, I feel like, without getting too far into the special just yet, I feel like it does very well at retaining the spirit and feel of the series. So it made me think of the series, and I was like, oh, this was definitely one of the post Ren and Stimpy cartoons. Because after Ren and Stimpy, that's when cartoons changed. And that was also kind of like the Nickelodeon thing for a time. And I do feel like this is one of the better, stupid, kind of gross cartoons.
So it's after Rocko, they started playing towards certain age groups.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this was before Cow and Chicken, right?
Yeah, I think so. Like, this feels like, Ren and Stimpy, and then you got like Rocko's Modern Life kind of period. Doug doesn't really fit into that group, but it's around that time period. And then like a little bit later, you get Cow and Chicken, Ed and Eddie, stuff like that.
Ed and Eddie, yeah.
Okay, because I that was the main hook for me on this was Charlie Adler, his voice acting work in this. It was like, that was my hook, because I honestly didn't watch Rocko's Modern Life at all. So I can't say not at all, because it was on, and it was a big deal when it was on, but I didn't catch it while it was on. I don't know if it was just the fact that it was on cable, and I live out in the country, so I didn't have access to cable, or I was in college maybe when this was out, and so No, it would have been before that. So I think that's probably where it was. It was in my gap because I didn't have cable at the time when this was particularly big.
Dimitar says Cow and Chicken was awesomely crazy.
I loved Cow and Chicken. This is just bonkers.
Cow and Chicken was strange. It's like they tried to... Honestly, I think Cow and Chicken tried to do what Ren and Stimpy and Rocko did for a younger generation, just clean it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because when you look at some of those episodes, and if you were to age them, you could see a lot of the Ren and Stimpy writing. And,
oh, for sure. Was it pork butt or whatever? Like that. I mean, that's pretty much stolen right out of Ren and Stimpy type of thing.
I'm trying to find.
You figure Rocko ran when Rocko was running? That was the golden age of Nickelodeon cartoons. You had Rocko.
Is that Rugrats and
Rugrats? Yeah, I mean that's when Nickelodeon's cash cow was cartoons.
For real, yeah.
I was trying to find the exact dates. So Rocko's Modern Life premiered in 1993 and ran to 96. So yeah, I mean this was prime for me.
Oh yeah,
this was prime Nickelodeon time period, and the cable thing, like Jesse, the cable thing would have definitely been an issue because, Nickelodeon, and we did happen to have cable at that time. But I want to say Rocko's Modern Life. I'm probably getting the years mixed up a little bit, but Are You Afraid of the Dark? Stupid shows like Salute Your Shorts, like even some of that's all like prime. Yes, prime Nickelodeon time period for me, just for my age. Yeah.
The Pete and Pete.
Pete, Pete and Pete. Oh my God.
See, I don't know any of these because like Rugrats is the closest thing. Pete. And I honestly don't even know a whole lot about Rugrats because, again, this all just kind of fits in that time period where I'm in high school and I don't have cable.
I feel like Pete and Pete was the Twin Peaks of children and teens programming. That shit was so weird. It was just weird.
That is an odd pitch right there. Like if you're pitching,
but it's accurate.
That's awesome.
It's just the idea.
I kind of want to see it just on that pitch alone.
I don't recall it having any of the gross stuff, but like take the weirdness of some of the Nickelodeon cartoons at that point, and then just it's a live action show though. It's got the same, if not more, weirdness, but it's a live action show. It's got was it Arnie, the strongest man in the world? It was this like skinny weird guy in tights.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so strange. Anyway, I didn't mean to derail Pete and Pete, but you mentioned Pete and Pete. That's going to happen.
There's an episode. Classic Nickelodeon.
That's about true. Yeah. I wonder what Covert Nerd's doing. I'm just going to start
hit him up with all your nostalgia projects.
Be like, hey, so you were pretty cool to let me talk Super Nintendo games with you. You watched much Nickelodeon in the 90s? He'll be like, no. I'll be like, great. What time are we doing the episode?
He'll have to do all this research. Like, well, my favorite is these three that I just discovered. What are we referencing here, Randy? What are you talking about with this, covert nerd stuff?
Risk of driving our couple of listeners away, I will segue into a brief speed pimpage. So what I'm talking about is I was recently a guest on a podcast called the Covert Nerd Podcast, which I think you can find on Castbox, but it's a podcast. It's everywhere. It's hosted by Lee, who's a very cool guy, lives not too far from us. And I was listening to an episode he had done with Jeff, who we've had on the show before as well, in which they listed each of their top 3 favorite 80s arcade games. And I'm listening and somebody mentions Super Nintendo. I'm like, you know what? I wonder if Lee'd be down for like the same, but for Super Nintendo. And he was. So yes, yesterday, in fact, his new episode came out and I am a guest on that episode. And we each run down our top 3 favorite Super Nintendo games. And it was good fun.
Facebook page, didn't you?
What's that?
Said you shared the link to it on your Facebook page, didn't you?
Yes, go to grawlixpodcast.com and look through. We must have. And look through what we got there, our posts, and you'll be able to find a link to it there. I appreciate that Livecast doesn't allow links in the chat because that would be problematic, but also sometimes it would be handy to be able to share links in the chat.
I was just thinking that because I did find Covert Nerd Podcast on Castbox. So if you're looking for it, that's how you'd search for it, is Covert Nerd Podcast.
Yeah.
One
word? Two words, although most social media sites, he has it down to one word. But if you're looking for it on Castbox, it's 3 words, Covert Nerd Podcast.
Oh, Lord.
That is way out.
3, that's too many. But yeah, anyway, so check that out. Also, I did a god-awful live stream of one of the games, one of my favorite games that we talked about. I live streamed it on our YouTube yesterday, and I'm so torn about it because it's a fun live stream, except it's so irritating to watch, and it was irritating to play. I spent about 40 minutes of an hour-long live stream dying and trying again, and dying and trying again.
That was a Super Nintendo.
That's retro games, man. You want retro gaming? That's what you're going to see. It's like I said last night. All retro games are 60-hour games. You just keep dying. That's why. The game is I don't know
Spike
what
Pit!
I don't know what country you're in, Dimitar, but in the US it was released as Out of This World, and overseas it was released as Another World. But yeah, that was the more obscure of my top three favorites. So I was like, that's the one I want to stream because I want people to know this game because it's awesome. And then I spent 40 minutes stuck. It is super cool though. Like it's still the getting stuck aside, and the main thing is like basically essentially what would be called a checkpoint or level restart areas. It could be a little closer to where you die. That's the main issue. But
Back then we didn't worry about it.
No.
I mean, we worried about it. We complained about it, but that was just the norm back then.
Anyway, it's a fun game. You can find it on Steam, actually. That's what I was playing last night, was the Steam version. It's almost 10 years ago. They came out with a 20th anniversary version, remastered. And I was playing that last night. So
it was a lot easier to throw the controller then because you could just pull it back.
That's true.
Had a bungee, yeah. Not a true bungee, but a bungee.
It was tethered.
Yeah, there you
go. For a long time, as I got older, I was like, yeah, I'm getting better. I don't break controllers anymore. A little insight to Randy as a child. I don't think I'm better. I think video games are just easier.
Oh, by far, yeah.
But no, it was good fun. Hey,
you guys referenced Kid Icarus. To this day, I don't think if there's more than one level, I don't know it because I never got past level 1.
So yeah, I said level 1 always kicked my ass, but
oh, good catch.
Don't worry about it. I mean, I don't know if you have like little listeners there that you need to censor yourself for, but nah, that's fine. All right. Well, hey, you know what we're talking about though? We're reviewing Rocko's Wait, Dimitar says sounds cool. Sorry if we got a comment. I'm gonna stop the show and read it. Sounds cool. Yeah, this is really interesting. How both games and cartoons traveled really slowly, and there was some misplacement in years. Like the 80s came to Bulgaria in the 90s. Okay, I see what you're saying. Also, I'm guessing that's where you're from. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're kind of fortunate being in the US.
I was say, like, is Nebraska kind of like Bulgaria in that it?
I would say Nebraska
seems like we're a couple years behind whatever's going on anywhere else in the United States.
I mean, politically, definitely. I think anything else, though. I think the internet kind of helped that, but in the 80s and 90s, you know, we might not be like a decade behind, but yeah, definitely a little behind.
Yeah.
I say Nebraska is behind in just about everything up until the internet really took off.
I think the internet just kind of helps that. Yeah, and like Dimitar says, at the moment things are more in sync thanks to the internet. Like, the impact the internet, and I realize there's people who like, but 80s and 90s were a bit funny.
Oh, I realized, man, I can't imagine like finally getting the 80s stuff in the 90s and just how much of a cultural shift is going on in the 90s.
Oh, the internet probably ruined it. But I was about to say, so Dimitar, do you guys still have like a few years before synthwave fad hits you guys? Because I'll ride that wave because it's dying. It's dying. It's on its way out. And I still want to make synth music. So I'm coming to Bulgaria. No, I'm not. I'm gonna stay here, but I'll stream stuff to Bulgaria.
But remember, the internet was just a fad.
That's right. Man. It was a fad that Al Gore invented.
I guess. Right? Yeah. If you ask him.
Okay. However, what we're actually talking about this episode is Rocko's Modern Life, Static Cling. So we talked a little bit about the original, the series that it was based on. Let's talk about this new, what was like 45-minute long TV special is essentially what it is. Okay, so Paul, you loved Rocko. How was this? Did this live up to your expectations?
I really liked the special. the one of the things I liked about it was honestly, it felt like a big meta joke on basically us,
Yes.
fans of the series.
I think you're
Especially
fans of
the-
anything.
Well, especially well, can you bring back the fatheads for, can you bring back the fatheads? Well, we can't bring back the show. Well, how about a special?
Oh yeah,
It's like,
Right.
really? Come on, guys.
they're not subtle in their message at all.
No.
It's I did appreciate that aspect
Very
to it.
much in your face. Yeah, this is for you. Shut up.
Well, and it's even funnier knowing that the creator was approached to do it, to bring it back, and he initially is like, "Why? I don't know. Let's not do that. I don't want to do that." And then he changed his mind. So seeing that this is what they did after he changed his mind kind of makes it all the more funny to me.
Yeah.
Right.
The callbacks, a few of the callbacks were nice. But yeah, I think they stayed true to the original series, and it honestly, it picked up exactly how you figured it would after floating 20 years in space and just crash landing back, and oh crap, everything's different. What do we do?
And yet totally the same. Like, I mean, like it's different, but they approached it totally the same as they probably would have back then.
Like the iPhone craze they tackle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's some.
That was great.
It handles that aspect well.
Was it Heifer and what's the other character's name?
Filbert.
Filbert. Yeah. Look at. I feel like I didn't watch the show, so I'm not a good. I'm a good outside opinion on this thing, but it seems like those two characters were pretty consistent with the way that they were before, at least from what minimal contact I had. And so it's like, yeah, I feel like that's how they would react to things. Like Rocko would be off doing his thing, and then they would be doing something else and just reacting to everything else that's going on. And it was just kind of humorous how they would approach everything. And it's funny because they almost had their fingers on the pulse better than Rocko did, because Rocko is like so tunnel visioned on his fathead crusade.
Oh, I'd say they definitely did. They adopted to it super quick, and Rocko was stuck in the past. I will say it's now. Of course, it's been so long since I watched a single episode of Rocko's Modern Life, but of all the shows that they bring back or they do like a whatever anniversary special or a reunion special or whatever, and I could be wrong, but this felt the most accurate to the original series out of any of those, like any series I've seen that they brought back. It like honestly, it kind of took me by surprise, and it's a pro, but also a con for me, but it felt like the series to a T. And I don't know why I'm surprised by that, but it's jarring now just because it has that 90s cartoon thing going on. It's not a little, it's all over the place. It's goofy. It's gross. It's ridiculous. It's not really that funny, but so it like, I think they nailed it. So I was kind of impressed by that.
Oh, like I said in that message I sent you, my biggest con from it is it leaves you wanting, but in a good way. Like you want more now, but you know you're not going to get any. Honestly, right. It felt more like a lost episode.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I'm sure.
It's like, oh.
Well, thanks. I don't know if you guys have ever seen, several years ago, they did, I think it was for Spike, they did new Ren and Stimpy episodes.
Oh.
And
that was rough.
That couldn't have been good.
Well, the animation was great. And, it was John Kay. So it's John, right? It doesn't matter. So the tone was there, but it was weird it felt different. And part of that is because it was made for Spike TV, an otherwise adult TV station, and they were like had no restrictions. So it is not a children's cartoon. It is an adult cartoon.
It's almost funnier when you have to work within the construct kind of thing. It's like when you know that you can only get away with so much, you'll push the boundaries of what you can get away with. But when you can get away with anything, then you're Andrew Dice Clay, and that's only funny for as long as it's shocking.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah, for sure. And I think you nailed it perfectly there, because like that Ren and Stimpy, there's nudity. They could do anything. And It's not the same as when the children's cartoon from the 90s on Nickelodeon would do kind of weird, somewhat, when they would push the limits. That is more interesting than there's a topless chick, and Ren and Stimpy are all about it. It's like, that's just weird.
Right.
So, but I would say
that the GIF that runs around from Ren and Stimpy, where Ren's sawing the log on Stimpy's butt. There's implied overtones. And the implied overtones are generally better than just here it is.
So I would say that's relevant in that Rocko's Modern Life Static Cling doesn't do that. They still have like the Nickelodeon connection here, but it still plays by the same rules they played by then. And it's so interesting because in some respects, it doesn't feel like, beyond like Rocko not being able to move forward until he gets the cartoon resurrected, but in some ways it's very dated. In like, it feels like a 90s cartoon. The humor is exactly where it would have been for the original series. There's just gross out humor, kind of lame jokes, but that's it's a children's cartoon. But then, of course, the other big thing, the thing that if anybody's seen a news article about this is the thing they know about the series. It's also updated. Like it's also very relevant to kind of now. The actual plot of the story is not stuck in the 90s, I guess.
No, it's not.
So I don't know. It's an kind of an interesting beast in that respect. So what did you guys think about that? Obviously, I'm talking about the whole trans plot, because that also ties into it was good about the themes. It all ties together. It's and it's not subtle. Again, they have the winds of change cloud character.
Yeah, that was great. I like it when you take something that's basically a metaphor and make it literal.
Yeah. And so, that ties into Rocko not being able to move forward. That ties into the viewers latching on to things from their nostalgia things from their childhood. And it also applies to, is it Mr. Fathead or Big Head? Big Head.
Big Head's the real one.
Not being able to deal with his son being trans. And yeah, like, and also just kind of society fighting against that anyway. It's very progressive in that way. So yeah. What do you guys think of the whole, just all of it? What do you think of the themes? That's what I say when I lose track of where I'm going.
Like not knowing the series at all. Those were things that I could really key into, because they tackled a lot of stuff, and I think that's where cartoons are at their best, because they can tackle a topic and not get the same level of criticism that like news does. So like, I feel like the trans storyline in this works somehow, because almost like as a cartoon, like, yes, it's kind of hyperbolic, but we expect that from a cartoon, and it's okay. And they surprisingly, they kind of go matter of fact with it. There's really not that much about the reactions that is hyperbolic, other than, I mean, everything about the big heads, everything about the way that they react to everything is over the top, but it's surprisingly true to life. You're like, oh no, yeah, that's kind of how parents who can't deal with it react. They kind of react like that.
No, yeah, I mean, it becomes an important part of the plot, but I didn't feel like it. I don't know. I feel like the show handled it fairly well, because when I seen the headlines, I didn't read the story because I hadn't watched the special yet. But I was like, well, this could go one of two ways. It could be fine, or it could be overdone. You know, it could be Thor, Goddess of Thunder complaint. That's my go-to for when somebody's
Issue 6.
trying.
Gotcha.
When somebody's trying to put out an otherwise positive message or inclusive message, and then just doesn't do themselves any favor by going ham-fisted about it. And I don't feel like Rocko's Modern Life does that.
Well, and that was the big difference between the 80s and the 90s in as far as cartoons. Because the 80s and early 90s were super big on the, heavy moral of the story. We're going to teach you
PSA. Always required. It wasn't just it wasn't just in there. It was like, we're not going to get away with this unless we do this.
Yeah, we're going to teach you something, and you're going to know what it is.
Right.
Whereas in the 90s and in the special, it's, we're going to teach you something. You're not going to realize we taught you something.
Right.
And you're going to be better for it.
Well, and I could be wrong, but when I seen those headlines, I thought that's a weird thing to do, because I don't remember Rocko really touching I don't remember Rocko dealing with social issues at all. And I could be wrong.
I have to go back and check, but I don't, we're talking well over a decade now.
I feel like, because earlier I mentioned I had read that the creator initially, he's like, well, I don't really want to do it. I don't know that there's a story for it, so what's the point? And then he changed his mind, and I have a feeling maybe this was the story. Maybe this story came to him, or somebody's like, what if we did this and used it as a vehicle for, for this story? And maybe that's what changed his mind and had him come around to doing the special. But I don't know. It feels like part of the reason this exists, other than the fact that somebody's like, this will make money or get eyeballs or however it works for Netflix. And I feel like that was the motivation for getting, the ball rolling. But the motivation for the creator was possibly just, well, we can at least put out this message, and that'll make worth revisiting it, make revisiting it worth it for me. I could be.
Well, and that's just one of the things that they tackle in this, and that's the one that you're going to get a lot of news bite headline, clickbait stuff out of. But they go after, and I suppose they did this with the original series too, but they go after the corporate complex for sure.
Yeah.
What else? They go after the whole iPhone, totally being plugged in thing,
and modern consumerism and the built-in obsolescence and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure.
Well, and then Rocko's inability to move on, and that's what we're dealing with a lot in our media right now, is this forced nostalgia in an effort to cash in on our member berries, as South Park likes to put it. How many properties are being kind of resurrected because they know that we're here for it? People who are coming of age and have either disposable income or established income that they can throw at a thing.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the angle when I did the new on Netflix in August post. That's the angle I took was like the Netflix is coming after your childhood, regardless what decade you were born in. It's all about nostalgia because
Yeah.
next week, I don't know. I'll put it up for kind of a vote between us here, but next week, the new Invader Zim's like feature length special will be on Netflix,
Right.
and this month also the prequel series to the Dark Crystal. So, oh yeah,
Oh, that's right. Oh,
it's like
that's
a
right.
big thing, and it's been a big thing for a long time. I mean, admittedly, like I was the one who was like, "Hey, Dimitar, has synthwave hit Bulgaria yet? Because I'll ride that wave." But so like I get it, I'm in it. You know, some of it I enjoy, but it does get ridiculous. It's like the comic book movies. Like I enjoy them, but I mean, sometimes I want to watch something else.
Oh yeah, yeah. It took me a while to get to Shazam, and Shazam is quantifiably a great DC movie. But it's because there's so many comic book movies out there that I really just, I'm at this point, I wasn't dying to get there.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Yeah, I was ready for a break.
Yeah. I think I still am. Like, I don't know that I'm super excited about a comic book movie right now. Is there one coming up?
And I could be wrong, but I feel like Marvel knows this. Disney knows this. Because look at how weird and varied their Phase 4 is.
That's true.
I think they know. They're like, we need to do something else for a little while and let people recuperate from the last 22 years or so. Well, I guess with Marvel movies specifically, it's been like 12, 13, whatever.
I was just say, whoa, 22 just made me feel real old.
Oh, I mean, if you
think about it, that's true.
You could trace it to the 90s, but there are so few like good comic book based movies in the 90s. I kind of picture like I feel like this whole thing has been since the first X-Men movie. I feel like the big comic book blockbuster movie, the big franchise is kicked off with X-Men in 99.
Oh yeah,
I guess
because then Spider-Man came after that, huh?
Yep. And like they weren't as consistent. It wasn't till like Iron Man before it really became just a machine. But yeah, it was almost 20 years of it.
Go figure. Iron Man made the machine.
Oh, Tony, it's a stark reality that we live in.
Wow, I like that one too. That was a good one. Okay, where are we at on this, Rocko? Are we still talking about this?
I mean, like, yeah, I don't know where we left off, but I mean, that's basically like, I do like the fact I like cartoons. I like any media really, when they can touch on something that's real to life and yet do it in a surreal way. And what's more surreal than Rocko's Modern Life? I don't know.
Just because I missed the comment, Dimitar asked, was it Netflix that also returned the X-Files for a couple of seasons? No, I believe that was still on Fox.
Let's say I think that was Fox proper.
But that's another good example. Like, yeah, they've been resurrecting shows for a while. And
well, I mean, like, this is a real deep cut, and maybe you guys will disagree, but like, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And some of the ones that have really bummed me out in terms of it doesn't work is, you mentioned Ren and Stimpy, Mighty Mouse. They've tried to bring Mighty Mouse back a couple of times, and it's worked or hasn't worked to varying degrees of success. But Rocky and Bullwinkle is another one that it's like, nah, just leave them alone. And I loved Rocky and Bullwinkle, but like they tried to give them a live action feature. And, like I appreciated some of the jokes that they were trying to make, but it was a terrible movie. And I'd rather that you just didn't make a terrible movie at all than try to resurrect something that I loved. Same thing with Amazon Prime. They actually brought back a Rocky and Bullwinkle cartoon. Not that anybody noticed. And I tried to watch it, and I think it's probably fine, but it's just not going to hit, like that was a different sensibility. It was just, Rocky and Bullwinkle was either the 70s or 60s. I mean, like we're talking old old
Yeah,
cartoons there.
It felt 60s. I could be wrong, but it felt very 60s.
And so, hey, Matt D, you should be listening because I would do that for sure. I don't know how you would recast a cartoon from the 60s, but I'm on board for that. But yeah, like that's one that it just falls flat, and just leave them alone at this point, unless you have something really good to do with them. I don't want it.
Let's see. The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends.
Well, there's a couple of them. There's, I think,
and
the
then there's
Bullwinkle
also the
show.
Bullwinkle Show.
And then there's is it the Rocky show even at one point?
Possibly.
The Adventures of Rocky.
But, The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends is the blanket title for an American animated television series that originally aired from November 19th, 1959 to June 27th, 1964. So I say you hit up
the 60s reboot right there.
Yeah, you hit up Matt D and do a 60s reboot. I've been pitching him on it's like, hey, you let me do Bewitched, so how about I come on and do I Dream of Jeannie. I get, hit both my weird witchy women 60s shows.
Nice.
But I think you should hijack my spot and do some Rocky and Bullwinkle. That'd be interesting.
Man, how would you do that? Because basically you're looking
just
for
recast
voice actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think it'd be more focusing on what the series would actually be like.
I was just saying, I just said, let's not do it. Let's leave it alone. And now I'm like, that apparently is going to be a podcast episode.
But Jesse,
of how we won't leave it alone.
Think about it like this, though. If it's going to happen, what would you do? You have the control.
All right. Which is probably the problem with both of these relaunches.
How would it play
out? So, all right, let's wrap up this Rocky thing because I keep getting ideas for resurrected, talk about resurrected shows. Twin Peaks: The Return. That's not a childhood. Well, I guess for me it is, but that's not a children's show. But that is another one that kind of, it's David Lynch, so it's weird. And fans, it left fans, including myself, and I loved it. I think it was brilliant television. The end was so disappointing.
More too.
What's that?
They said it left the actors wanting more too.
The end is so disappointing in so many ways because you're just like, but it's David Lynch. I don't know what we were expecting. But it also itself even takes the stance of like part of the whole thing is at the end is they've got the character trying to go back in time. The slight spoilers it's not like he's time traveling. It's Twin Peaks. Things just happen, right? So he is like trying to save Laura Palmer from then before she's killed. And then weirdness ensues and they're different people out of nowhere in a different reality. And the whole point is you can't go back and change things. And you can't you also can't. Essentially, it's that whole what is it, Bob Dylan thing? You can't go back home. You can't change it. You can't fix it. You can't reclaim it, and you can't get it back the way it was. It's not going to be the same,
right?
And that is very much kind of the Rocko thing. Only except Rocko is the same. It feels the same.
Oh yeah,
you can. It's just if everybody wants it, and even if the fans want it, does the creator want it? I don't think he does.
It's almost careful what you wish for kind of thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What, Paul, you said something a moment ago. What was that?
I said it was like the toothpaste never left the tube.
Yeah. So I don't know if we should do a star rating on this. It's not really a movie. It's up to you guys. Honestly, I don't know where I fell on this. I appreciated the themes and what it accomplished and the fact that it was Rocko's Modern Life. It's totally accurate. I think they 100% succeeded. That said, I don't know that Rocko's Modern Life works for me at this age. So
I was just say that's what I'd say. Rather than a star review, it's like, who is this for? Who would I recommend this to? I'm going to go classic Grawlix on that and say, if you liked Rocko's Modern Life, then you're going to like this because this is more of the same. And so if you enjoy that, you're going to enjoy this.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Oh, I agree. And if the original were available for streaming, it'd be, this is definitely a good spot to say, introduce it to your kids.
Oh yeah, why wouldn't they do that? Like, well, why wouldn't they nail down the rights to stream the original first?
Yeah, interesting.
Makes me wonder, where is Rocko's Modern Life available for streaming?
For the next 20 years.
Because that's the next thing is like, I wish I had a little more context for some of the jokes, because I'm sure there were some clever inside joke things for the people who had seen the series for years and years, but I wouldn't have caught those. I only caught the stuff that was meta to what's happening now.
And I understand there are a ton of inside jokes and references to the series. Like, they made a point to the creators, even like, it wasn't even me. Like, that's probably why there's 4 or 5 people listed as the screenwriter. He's like, I had to like consult, these people that I work with now that grew up on it and are Uber fans, because he's like, I'm not going to rewatch all those episodes. I don't remember all the jokes we did. So yeah, there's a ton of inside jokes, but I didn't catch most of them. It's been
he
too
was
long.
Committed.
We got a bunch of people joining, it looks like now. Welcome to the chat, folks. If you're just now tuning in, we've been talking about Rocko's Modern Life, the Netflix special. And I think we're probably wrapping that up, and we're going to move into some of the usual TV and movie news that we do.
Mm-hmm. But if you've got thoughts on Rocko's Modern Life, throw them in the chat. Let us know. Okay. Oh, do we want to talk about next week's movie homework first?
Oh, yeah, we better nail that down.
Okay. So I just noted 2 possibilities here. I don't know if either of these are interesting. I have a feeling one of them will be interesting to you guys. But so the obvious one is, speaking of member berries, Invader Zim, Enter the Florpus will be on Netflix tomorrow. So that seemed like the obvious choice.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also, and that's 70, it's basically feature. It's 71 minutes, 70 minutes long, something like that. So it's more of a feature special than like something short like Rocko. And then just for fun, there's the possibility, I was like, well, The Punisher, the 2004 movie, I think with Thomas Jane, The Punisher.
Oh, the original one? Oh, yeah.
Is
that the one with Travolta?
Yes.
Yes. I remember watching it probably in 2005. I don't.
Frank Castle.
And I remember it being okay, but like, given the state of Marvel movies now and having 2 seasons of the Punisher Netflix series, I thought it might be kind of fun to revisit the Punisher from 2004, and that'll be on Netflix the 17th. Also, super funny that it's getting the Punisher after like.
Oh yeah,
Disney took all their toys back. But
interesting timing right there.
But so there's our 2 possibles. If we want to,
the one thing about Invader Zim is that I know listener and friend of the show, Maggie of Cellmates Livecast, Maggie and Sean, they are going to be covering that.
And Rocko.
When did they say? Yeah, both the one that we covered. I don't want to step on their toes too much or rehash the same stuff too much. Like to leave something fresh for them.
We're gonna eat it all up.
All right. I mean, I'll go where the people go. That's what's happening here. But
okay, so
are you, Little Mermaid?
I want to go where the people are. I want to see them dancing.
That's recast Little Mermaid again. Keep her ginger, make her a man. People
with
upset.
A full beard.
People upset. Okay.
Oh.
Or do you think they'd be more upset that they made her black?
That's the thing. Like, what is the thing that's making them mad? I guess
it's the racism. Okay, so
It'd be fine if it was a white guy.
Well, they run the world.
that they do.
much to Beyonce's chagrin.
Why can't we see us represented on screen as a Little Mermaid girl?
Yeah, why can't we be mermaids?
Oh, we have to be gods of the sea. Okay, so
Before we get ourselves into further trouble,
I will say, Invader Zim, I am familiar with what it is. I don't think I've ever watched a single episode, so I will have very little, like,
so much yelling. So much yelling.
A lot of yelling.
Is there? Okay, well, yeah,
All the yelling.
yeah,
If they do it right, there's a lot of yelling.
Mitch, Jesse, you know Mitch, but
Mitch
was a big Invader Zim fan, and I remember him watching it quite a bit when we were rooming together. But I don't remember what I was doing, but I don't think I ever really watched it. So
it's funny, and I like what I've seen of it. But again, this kind of falls into that dead zone for me. I don't know when this aired. If this was
like 2001 ish.
Okay. So, I mean, yeah, I would have had access to it, but I was probably just trying to get a job at this point, or I was like ready to go into student teaching.
You were starting the adult thing.
I was trying.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll put it up for a vote, and if I remember to put the poll up. And see what happens.
I'm game for either. I would have to rewatch The Punisher. Even though I own it, I haven't watched it in a while.
Say the compare and contrast could be fun.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of feel like The Punisher would be a more fun discussion.
Right.
Invader Zim seems like the obvious choice, which is probably a better idea, but The Punisher seems potentially more fun. Just
I also feel like
discussion.
Like it's going to be very similar to this. We're either going to be talking about how it was more toothpaste left in the tube, or how they bought an entire different brand, and I don't know if they realized this wasn't toothpaste. You just grabbed it because it looked like a tube. That's not for your teeth.
Yes. All right, so let's move on to the news. You know what? We'll figure it out later.
All right.
We don't have enough of the regulars here to really nail down what people want to watch and talk about. So, we're gonna have to work on this time slot. I think we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see what
I
happens.
think you might be right. It seems like more people were joining as we got closer to 6.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say the 5:30 to 6. It seemed to pick up a little bit.
All right. Well, yeah, it's something to think about. We'll check it out. Okay, so let's get into the news. We're going a little long here, which is fine. That's kind of what we do now. It's a Quentin Tarantino story, only it's not the ones that have been just totally annoying me. Listen, I apologize. I don't apologize, but I am sorry if the daughter of Bruce Lee feels slighted. I'm tired of this story. It's them trying. It's clickbait articles, but it's outlets trying to inflate this into like some type of ongoing story, and it's not. It's like the daughter of Bruce Lee's like, I'm unhappy with how they portrayed Bruce Lee, and then somebody else is like, well, whatever, and then somebody else, and it's going back and forth, and now it's like she's like, Quentin Tarantino just needs to shut up about it. It's like, no, you all need to shut up about it. Why am I reading this headline? I don't care. Please stop.
Right.
They gotcha.
So that's not, and I'm talking about it. They did get me. That's not the story. That's not the story we're doing though. This is from cinemablend.com. Quentin Tarantino and Netflix. One frequent collaborator says it's highly possible. So this actually, I mentioned this because again, this is all also entertainment news is a cesspool of rumors and maybe and hearsay. And the worst thing I've seen lately is check out Robert Pattinson in the new Batman costume, and then you click it. It's like, here's some fan art somebody did. It's like that's not
Stop doing that to me.
That is literally clickbait. Like that is the most. It's fake news. Like that headline is wrong. Be like, if the headline was like, look at this fan art of, I'd be like, I don't care. And that's why they do it. Stop it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to figure something out. Okay, so anyway.
You're not going to like it.
This is Randy reacted at the news. This is what the news segment was supposed to be.
I love it.
Okay, so this story, however, I mentioned because I kind of had this suspicion for a while. So it's another like Tarantino's done with after 10 movies. We know. Apparently that headline also grabs attention because you keep hearing it. However, by the way, I don't care what he says. He's done 10 movies. Death Proof is a movie. He doesn't have to count it. It's still a movie.
Right.
So Quentin Tarantino always said he'd stop when he'd make 10 films, blah, blah, blah. However, according to, let's see, Cinema Blend had a conversation with Robert Richardson, who has been Tarantino's go-to cinematographer since Kill Bill. Ooh, Robert Richardson, that's the name. That's the guy who this is criminally undermentioned on Grawlix Cinematic Universe. We've been covering all these Tarantino movies, and his cinematography is always on point. And I didn't even know the guy's name. That's me not doing my job. Anyway, Robert Richardson said,
I was going to say, what?
Robert Pattinson.
You were testing us,
Batman.
weren't you? We're like,
That's the headline. Robert Pattinson, who is Batman? Click on it. In some random podcast, some guy mistakenly
he's dressed like a cameraman.
Bruce Wayne's a cameraman. Family of Bruce Wayne says, wrong. There's no family of Bruce Wayne. Okay. This could be news stories from the perspective of the fictional characters. That's how ridiculous.
Yes, I am here for that.
All right. Robert Richardson, who deserves far more respect than I'm giving him.
Quote, now get me pictures of Spider-Man.
He says, quote, and they better look beautiful.
He's a menace.
You got to paint with light. Paint me pictures of Spider-Man. Okay.
Dressed as Pattinson.
24 frames a second. Okay. Dressed as Robert Pattinson as Batman. Okay. I think, quote, I think he's going to be able to hang it up after 10 films. God, I'm reading this wrong. I think that the process of hanging up is going to be a little different than people anticipate. I do believe that's what's going to happen in my own mind, is that he'll probably, God, I hate some of these quotes. It feels like I'm reading a Trump quote because it's just like incomplete thoughts. I do believe he'll make number 10, whatever that might be. But I think following number 10, he may not want to make films the way he's making films, but he may want to create in a different media. And this is something Tarantino has said. He said, I don't know, maybe I'll write a book or I'll do theater. I'm like, I'm never going to be done, but I'm just going to be done with movies. For example, back to the quote, let us just take the possibility that Quentin decides to shoot a film with Netflix. That Netflix film, which will be a series, could be 10 hours long, could be 15 hours long, but it's Quentin Tarantino telling a story. It's Quentin Tarantino telling a story. I think it's highly possible. I think theater is highly possible, and I think writing books is highly possible. But I don't think this is the end of Quentin with moving pictures. Blah, blah, blah. Point is, and this is something that I've been thinking about since, this is a slight pimp. We also do the Grawlix Cinematic Universe podcast, and we've been doing Quentin Tarantino movies all season. We're almost done with season Tarantrino, as we're calling it. And we just did, this is relevant, we just did The Hateful Eight. Specifically, we watched the extended Netflix version miniseries, because it is a miniseries. It's 4 episodes complete with end credits and everything. Episodic. So I've been thinking about this a lot lately. What if that's just what Tarantino does after he's done with his quote unquote movies?
That might be like the best possible scenario.
I kind of love it. I mean, we could get the third Kill Bill, but the third Kill Bill could be a series.
I would love a Kill Bill like TV show or a streaming show.
I mentioned, man, everything's relevant this episode. I mentioned, Twin Peaks: The Return earlier, and it was brilliant. But I've talked about it on the show several times. But also that recent Haunting of Hill House, and I know Nicholas
Cobra Kai,
and I know Nicholas Winding Refn is also doing something for Amazon. But basically, we're starting to see with these streaming services. I guess Showtime doesn't count, but series, which could be 10, 13, however long, series, however many episodes, series, all directed by one director, by David Lynch. What's his name? Oh, I'm losing his name. The horror guy that I really like a lot. Doesn't matter. I'm sidetracking. But entire series that's essentially one really talented filmmaker's vision. It's a 10 to 13 hour long movie. I would love to see something like that from Tarantino.
Oh yeah.
And his movies are so long anyway. If he started writing something like that, he just wouldn't stop. And I don't know. I think it'd be good. I think it could really be good.
Well, again, I'm going to go back to Cobra Kai. I don't know that I'd want a 5-hour Karate Kid movie, but I love 5 hours of season 1 and season 2.
Mm-hmm.
They're great.
On the Cobra Kai note, Jesse, have you seen the new Godzilla movie?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you get the same vibe I did? Godzilla went to the Cobra Kai dojo. He knows to sweep the leg.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. He unlocked all of his moves in this movie. It was good. I really enjoyed the new one, and I know it got some kind of weird mixed reviews, but I feel like the people that like monster movies really dug it, and I think that's what matters because they were the main.
Dropped Ghidorah. I was like, he swept the leg.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, that was that story.
Yeah, everything's relevant.
I won't have as much to rant about. Oh wait, I just looked at more of the headlines. Okay, so here's a short one. Toy Story 4 just soared past a box office milestone for Pixar. This is a short one. So Toy Story 4 has now made over $1 billion at the box office since its release, which is a lot of money. And this is, it
was also the only movie out for an awful long time.
That's true. Now, this is more notable because this is. Hold on, let me check. I want to make sure I got my numbers right. Where'd it go? I want to say this is the. Okay, I like how it's put here. No studio has ever had 5 $1 billion grossers in a year, and now Disney does. With Avengers Endgame, Captain Marvel. Was Captain Marvel this year?
Yeah,
well, I guess
think so.
Yes, I think it was March.
Okay.
It's like a fiscal year. It has its own calendar.
Yeah. The Lion King, Aladdin, and Toy Story 4. The Lion King and Aladdin each grossed $1 billion.
When Disney owns everything.
That's my whole point. We've really been hitting that on the news a lot lately. This is so good. The only other non-Disney movie to cross $1 billion this year was Spider-Man: Far From Home from Sony, which
it's still made by Disney.
It's Marvel now. Yeah. It is all Disney. So
that's like playing Monopoly and having hotels on the boardwalk side and being surprised you win.
Monopoly is the word. I don't know why. That's really why this story jumped out at me, because I'm like, you're gonna keep breaking records for whatever because you are the entire industry now. It's insane. But whatever. I thought it was worth mentioning.
The other companies don't stand a chance.
No. Now here's one that I'm unhappy about. Thanks, Jesse, for the likes and the heart.
I thought I'd throw that out there just as you're like, I'm unhappy. Here's some
I'm
hearts.
unhappy. Oh, that's very curious of you.
Well, I try.
Well, you might be unhappy about this one too. RoboCop Returns just lost its director, which is a bummer. So Neil Blomkamp, and it's not like everything he touches is gold, but it kind of seemed like he was the driving force behind RoboCop. Was it RoboCop Returns? Yeah, and the whole appeal to RoboCop Returns is it's the direct sequel. It's like Halloween, right? It's a direct sequel to the original RoboCop. It side skirts the reboot, and Neil Blomkamp's fantastic with special effects, so that could be put to good use with some type of cyborg movie, and it seemed like he got it, like he gets it, he understood what made RoboCop work, and so he's off the project now, which is kind of sucks.
He gets it. We better get rid of him.
This is news from a tweet, and I'm confused by the tweet, but it was announced on his Twitter. He says, "Off RoboCop. I am shooting new horror/thriller, and MGM can't wait / need to shoot RoboCop now. Excited to watch it in theaters with other fans." It's confusing, but there's no explanation for it other than he's shooting some other movie.
Time constrictions.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's busy, and MGM doesn't want to wait, so RoboCop's probably going to suck.
Yeah, no,
because that always happens when the studio rushes it. The movie suffers.
Well, it's kind of like it's an Ant-Man thing, maybe a little bit different. I'm more excited for a lot of whatever Edgar Wright's involved in, but it's a project that a big part of the appeal, what got me excited about a movie, was who was involved. Yeah. And then the person involved goes away, and it's just kind of my expectations are kind of went with them. Yeah. My expectations went with them, so yeah, whatever. You know what? I remember RoboCop. It's more nostalgia. I guess we were just spent.
I knew RoboCop, and you, sir, are no RoboCop.
We just spent 30 minutes of our Rocko review complaining about everything has to be bring this back, bring that back, and now we're like, the guy who's going to bring back RoboCop left, and it's not going to be the same now. Now there's going to be a cloud talking about the winds of change.
We're also, at least two of us, there are also the same ones waiting on the Masters reboot. So,
yeah, with mixed results of my anticipation as well.
Hey, I'm glad you mentioned that because I have one piece of React at Paul's news.
Oh, hey.
And the news I've got to react to is He-Man documentary to be released in September.
Oh, now this documentary is about the original movie, right?
Yeah.
It will, according to this,
it's the movie and just the rise of everything.
Yeah, no, it's the definitive hit. The Power of Grayskull, the definitive history of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So yeah, does it dive into everything then?
The
toy line. They just have one of these though.
Well, they had that show, the Toys That Made Us or whatever.
Yeah, but then I think Power of Grayskull is already out.
What? Is this old?
It doesn't list it as old. It says August 2nd, 2019, but I think you can look up Power of Grayskull and watch it on Netflix now.
The Power of Grayskull will be available September 3rd on DVD and digital from High Octane Pictures.
So this is just getting a home, a physical release? Is that what's going on? And it was a good documentary. It's just interesting that it's getting its own artiarticle now.
You are absolutely correct. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I would recommend it. Go watch
2017?
it. Yeah, it's good.
Who is it?
It's old. It's old.
Comicbook.com. You steered me wrong again.
Me too.
You sons of bees. They don't even
I
mention
thought it was
it.
something else because I thought maybe this one was specifically about the movie, which
Well, see,
I would
that's
I would
what-
love to hear more about the movie because the
Really
movie
hoping
is a
now.
crazy train wreck.
Yeah, I was really hoping it's like, okay, maybe we're gonna finally find out what they were thinking.
Right?
It doesn't even mention it being available to stream on Netflix. What? Nope. Can't trust any of the news.
Nope.
These hard-hitting
news.
stories about He-Man documentaries, you can't trust them.
I don't know.
Okay. And then, oh yeah, whatever. Walking Dead find over misuse of emergency alert system tones. Yeah, that seems like a kind of a blunder, but that's all there really is to that. Like, for obvious reasons, somebody at some point should have been like, you know what, those emergency tones that they use on TV during emergencies, national, maybe we shouldn't use those.
Yeah, that was a different one.
Yeah. So apparently they're looking at serious fines, AMC. But that's that whole story. All right. Well, that documentary
Anything good
thing
coming out this weekend?
that blows my mind.
Yeah, is there anything coming out?
Anything good coming out this weekend?
Was there one good movie? Is there one that will rule them all?
There is one good movie that I know
There
everyone
always is. There's like, hey, let's release this movie. It'll make all the money because there's nothing to compete with it.
And that movie is the Angry Birds movie 2.
Is it really?
I didn't even know that was a thing, honestly. Like,
Oh
You
my
don't want to
god!
seriously?
do that? Go watch Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
just go see that.
Oh
again.
yeah.
I miss doing Monday episodes only because I'm a nerd, but I like the box office report, and I don't know how well. I want to know how well that movie did. I mean, we could do it on Thursdays too, but it feels a little late in the week. So yeah, the Angry Birds movie 2. Oh God, really? Maybe they're good. I don't know.
I doubt it.
That-
I mean, it's an entire movie based on the premise of launching birds at pigs.
It's not just that; it's the second entire movie. It's the sequel to the entire movie.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm looking at the movie poster. It says frenemies, so maybe they're going to bury the hatchet.
Oh, jeez.
Um,
Okay.
For the numbers with Scary Stories, it came in second behind Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh, that's right.
That's good though. I mean, second's good. It no matter what
There's
it
no
was,
way
it was
going to beat Hobbs and Shaw.
yeah. Hobbs and Shaw was the big. There's
The kids
Like-
were actually talking about Dora today at school.
somebody shared a very amusing review that some guy had posted of that movie, and dude, people seem to like it.
That review was funny.
I
Oh
love
my-
that video, man. That video was so great.
Like, he was enthusiastic.
But yeah, so there's always a tent pole. Hobbs and Shaw was gonna be hard to compete with, and God, it's so sad, but I'm pretty sure the Angry Birds movie 2 is that tent
It's
pole.
gonna go. It'll be this weekend's
Yeah.
number. Well, probably number 2 because I think Hobbs and Shaw will still be playing.
I mean, you listener, hey, you don't even have to wait. It opened technically. It opened yesterday, so you can go watch it now. These are suddenly realizing most of our listeners may not even be in the U.S. These are U.S. release dates. I apologize.
We're up to 12 people.
Yeah. I think later in the evening might be better for these. We'll see. We'll work it out. Good Boys is also opening. That's that like super foul language R-rated comedy.
Oh yeah.
with young boys, 6th grade boys. Okay, I can't. What age is that? What age range is 6? They're not. I guess not really teens. I guess preteens.
I was say right around 12,
Okay,
11
yeah.
and 12 maybe.
I don't know. It might be okay for a chuckle, but kind of looks like that's the whole gimmick, and it's just gonna be dumb humor. So who knows? 47 meters down on Caged. Some type of sharks are back, huh? We've got another shark movie. Some type of shark thing. Oh,
They
You
just
went robot
trade
on
off
us,
between-
Paul.
Oh, I said I don't think sharks ever left.
oh, that's true. That's true.
Every girl's crazy about a shark-dressed man.
Speaking of, this is for sure not getting a wide release, but there is a ZZ Top like a documentary opening.
Wow, that's a segue I didn't even mean to make.
I know. I was like, that really? Did you just reference that? That's funny. ZZ Top, that little old band from Texas, is a documentary. I have no idea where that's playing, but it's a thing that's also opening this weekend.
Probably Texas.
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, my dad loves ZZ Top,
especially at Alamo Draft House in Texas.
Exactly. Oh, it was made for that. Blinded by the Light, which is what? Comedy, drama, music. Not interested. Where'd you go, Bernadette? Comedy, drama, mystery. Oh, that's directed by Richard Linklater. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, that's probably definitely not getting a wide release. Okay, this is also not getting a wide release, but The Divine Fury. An MMA fighter helps an exorcist fight evil. That looks like
What?
Are those Korean names? That looks like a Korean movie, and it sounds
made that demon
amazing.
tap out.
You know what?
I gave her a spiritual arm bar.
I'm gonna change. You know what? Move over. Angry Birds movie 2. That's the new tentpole. It is South Korean.
I mean, it might as well be.
It is South Korean, and so it's definitely not something Americans are going to see in the theater. But that's I'm putting my money on that one. What?
I thought Nick Fury mixed with Constantine. Same.
Oh yes. Okay.
He's got his eye on you.
Dimitar says it's a must-see. South Korean Nick Fury mixed with Constantine. I'm on board. Okay. That's it. That's what's opening this weekend. So, I don't know where you're going to see that, but that's the one I recommend that one. Go see it. And then go see ZZ Top documentary. You don't know ZZ Top? Then you definitely better go watch it. All right. Okay, well, hey. Let's end this.
All right.
So, let's end this. Hey, if you like what we do, be sure to you can follow me on here, but also what
I feel like it just occurred to me because I was stumbling over a stray thought, and I was like, why am I even thinking about this? Last week I suggested a movie and it went over well.
Oh yeah, it
what?
did.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, it did. So I feel like I need to give you guys the opportunity to give me my comeuppance.
We accidentally see. Melanie's not here. I have a feeling she's the one that would really have some words for you. We accidentally had a good episode today. This should have been horrible. We should have made this hell for you. Okay, so listeners, if you're confused, so last week's movie, because we do the movie thing, we pick a movie and then we review it like we did today. The movie we reviewed last week was I Kill Giants. Did not go over well with pretty much anybody. Jesse picked that movie and then was not on the episode. So he did not get to experience it. Yeah. Well, okay. First off, Jesse, what did you think of it? I have a feeling you've heard our review by now, and I'm curious as to what you thought of it.
I knew before you guys ever got there. I was like, oh, as I got to thinking about it more and more, I was like, oh, I like the original source material, but it really wasn't a very good adaptation. And the only reason I was okay with it is because I already had the source material under my belt or hat or whatever the saying is. And so, yeah, I would have already been numb to the premise. But if this is your exposure to the it's probably pretty terrible. So I already knew the twist. I knew the twist before I ever saw the movie.
Yeah,
I think I talked over you.
Oh, in the source material, were the Giants real?
No, No, it's all, and that's the thing, like they had to play it cutesy or something. I don't know why they brought the giant back at the end, and I was thinking about this, and this is why it came back to me, was that there's this weird uncanny valley thing that happens in this movie for some reason that didn't happen in Christopher Robin. Like, I can believe that God, his name's escaping me. Ewan McGregor is actually talking to a stuffed bear, and that everybody can see that stuffed bear, more than I can believe that this girl is actually hunting not dragons, but giants.
Yeah.
And it's just the whole approach of it. They didn't commit to it, even as poorly executed as Christopher Robin is, I still buy it, but this, I'm already skeptical about it in the first, half hour. So yeah. So that is to say that I don't disagree with anybody. I don't disagree with anyone. I do think that people should probably go check out the original source material. But again, the comics, it's just going to be a little bit easier to buy in on this right off the bat, as opposed to trying to make this thing a movie. I guess I was kind of surprised that it was made a movie, and that was part of the reason I sought it out in the first place.
So does the central character come across as potentially unlikable and possibly definitely should probably be a serial killer by the end of this movie?
I mean, I would say, yeah, she's still unlikable because she's killing, she kills giants, but you're,
I don't know, that could be a good thing.
You're okay with it a little bit because you're more inclined to be like, what is going on? Whereas in this, you just know she's crazy. Like, you just know right off the bat, there's no burying the lead on this thing. You're like, oh, there's something wrong with her. There aren't really giants. She's not actually killing giants because, I don't know, it's too real. It's too firmly set in the real world. Whereas in a comic book, you're already ready to believe pretty much anything.
Yeah, that's one thing I was thinking, is just the premise in general, especially like the movie tries to play it kind of cute with like, well, maybe there were giants, even though there definitely wasn't, because it's ridiculous. But
I think the mystery, by and large, the mystery from start to finish is better in the book. That's
something that definitely you can't, or is harder to translate from comics to a film medium, because when you're reading a comic, you're going into it knowing this is a comic book. If I'm going to read a comic book and there's a little girl with bunny ears fighting a giant, chances are that's just the book and it's actually happening in the story. With a movie, so it's more interesting to subvert that expectation, whereas the movie, you kind of come to it with the opposite expectation. And yeah, I don't know.
And I don't know what they were doing with that ending. Like the ending that is like confusing to everybody, and like, are the giants real then? Yeah, I don't know what they were doing. This is not going to have a sequel in any form. It's not designed to have a sequel. It was supposed to be like a graphic novel. That's what it is. It's a one and done.
I feel like it was, I don't know. I didn't get the impression they were trying to set up a sequel. I got the impression of they were trying to kind of ham-fisted,
give her closure.
Yes, further enforce that she got closure and she's better now, even though she's still hallucinating and talking to giants that don't exist. And even though she didn't really do anything to make herself better, except for almost commit suicide by running into the hurricane ocean.
I think they should have ended it in the classroom.
Yeah.
I just had
to. Would have been the better ending.
No, the better ending is, and I'm not saying I want this, but I kind of want this as a movie. The better ending is they find that her little friend dead, because that girl was going to be a psychopath. She was playing with dead things and talking about sacrificing things. And even if she didn't have it in her to sacrifice a human yet, or an animal, she would have.
By the time she got to high school.
She would have. that skinny bully girl, she's dead. Her friend's dead. That's how the movie ends.
Oh my God.
The rabbit ear killer.
Well, see, and that's
the rabbit killer.
I realize that's dark, and I didn't actually expect the movie to go that way, but the movie had me the most enthralled when it was hinting that it was going to go that way. Like, they played up the really, like, not disturbing. I mean, they are disturbing, but the really concerning aspects of her mental illness. And then completely, that was my major thing, is they completely failed to address that in any real way. And that kind of seems like a betrayal of the point of the movie.
Well, I mean, yeah, the whole thing, like, after you know what's going on, you're like, I kill giants. It's like, oh, yeah, you're trying to slay this giant, but this giant is a metaphor.
Yeah, they tried to give her help. She smacked the crap out of her.
Yeah.
By the way, hey, everybody, we're talking about a movie we already reviewed last week, but yeah, we just can't help it.
So this is my comeuppance, ladies and gentlemen.
Jesse missed it, and he suggested the movie, and he wasn't here for the episode, so now we have to tell him why we were unhappy about it.
Directly.
I feel like that's fair. It's fair.
All right, so okay. Well, it's all right. I almost made everybody watch Girls with Balls, and that was a god-awful movie.
Yes, it was.
I'm sorry, Paul. I'm sorry I even mentioned it and brought it to your attention, and I didn't make you watch it, but you watched it, and that's my bad. Teeth. Mad Amber says, Teeth, worst movie of all time. Yeah, I did not like Teeth.
I don't think anyone likes Teeth. I know what it is. Yeah.
Okay. And I didn't necessarily dislike it for its premise. Beyond cringe, Mad Amber says. I didn't dislike it. I mean, I'll be real. I watched it for its premise. That's insane. That is a crazy thing to make a movie about. However, it's so Lifetime. Like, it's like somebody was like, I want to make a Lifetime movie with all the like tropes of that. She says, not gonna lie, I ask everyone to watch it. Sure, it's one of those you inflict on people, but it's like got all the tropes of a Lifetime movie, but made by an edgelord. You know, I don't know. It's not great. So that was our review of Teeth,
but with teeth. Yeah. Teeth. It's a Lifetime movie, but with teeth.
But it's, you know, it knows what it is. It wants to be edgy, and it's ridiculous.
I think you could add that to just about any movie. It's Angry Birds 2. They're frenemies with teeth.
But vagina tatata. That's what I remember from that movie, is the doctor just wigging out. Okay. But with teeth. Okay, so I was waiting for the follow-up, but nope, that's okay. Oh, I see. What?
It's a butt with teeth.
All right. Let's end this. We're getting people in here now. See, no. We'll think about sliding it back if it were our normal time, if it works with our schedules. It's tricky.
To rock a rhyme, that's right on time.
You beat me
to
it.
It is tricky.
Tricky, rock a rhyme, that's right on time. Yeah, it's tricky. So what's not tricky is finding more episodes of the Grawlix podcast. They're not all like this. Most of them are edited and nice and fancy. And
this is raw.
This is raw, loose.
With teeth.
With teeth, you guy. I was just about to do it. Good. Very nice. Very nice. Mad Amber's on it too. You guys got it. All right, man. See, Mad Amber, Dimitri, you guys are awesome. All right, so you can find regular episodes of the Grawlix podcast here on Castbox, as well as anywhere else you find podcasts, as well as our movie podcast, Grawlix Cinematic Universe. Definitely check those both out. Let's see. Grawlix Cinematic Universe, we recently talked about, as I mentioned earlier in the show, Hateful Eight, but we paired that with the Magnificent Seven from 1960 because Hateful Eight, Magnificent Seven. It just kind of made sense. Although last night I just realized what a horrible missed opportunity it was that we didn't pair the Magnificent Seven with the original Westworld movie, because they both star Yul Brynner as a cowboy in a black hat, except in one he's a good guy and the other he's a murdering robot. So I can't believe I didn't think of that. I need to watch it so bad. Which one?
All of them.
All of them. Watch all the
Every
movies I
single
mentioned.
one.
So anyway, and then on Grawlix podcast, we're actually talking about comic books this month. We always talk about comic books one episode out of the month, but this month we're doing two. The robot one. Oh man, Westworld. The movie is great. 70s a little cheesy, but man, it's classic, and the show is amazing. I love the show. So Grawlix podcast, we're talking about what's the next episode? We are talking about
Poll list. Is it Deadly Class, or do we already do that?
Deadly Class,
Okay.
Volume 1. No, we recorded it. Hasn't gone up yet. Which is an excellent comic book. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Also a TV show, but I don't know if that was good or not. It's canceled, so that's disappointing.
It was probably good.
The good ones always
It got
are.
canceled, so it's probably good.
Very good point. And then next month, I have a feeling we're going to be talking about Glow or something for a little bit, or at least as long as Melanie will put up with us talking
man,
about
I cannot wait, because I just finished it last night. And we're
I
my
just-
God, how
I
do you
just-
do that?
I just started it, which means I'll be done by tomorrow, probably.
Yeah.
They're so
It's so good. There's no reason for the show to be as good as it is.
it's
If I have a criticism, get ready. There's some time jumps, and it makes sense for what they're doing, but it's a little confusing sometimes, because it's like, okay, you're just going to do a time jump and act like we should know this, but then you're going to obviously reference something from the last episode for several episodes.
I have a feeling I just got to the episode before the time jump.
Could be.
No, yeah, it is so good, and it like hits such amazing, like poignant character moments that get you in the feels that you're like, these characters are both ridiculous, but man, I'm with them, right now.
Yeah. There is almost no reason for me to be enjoying this movie, or this. I mean, it's like a movie, but the series as much as I am, other than I am kind of a wrestling fan, but like, you don't have to be a wrestling fan. In fact, it's probably better if you're not.
No, yeah, it's so good. Okay. Anyway, let's end it. Hey, Paul, you got anything to promote? You got anything? You tell people to go somewhere.
Well, that's a double-edged sword.
True.
Do with that what you will.
Come find me at Moose's Marvelous Wood Burnings on Facebook. You want
Awesome.
interesting art? We've got wood for you.
He
And
does.
also this weekend, I should be posting a video of my review and breakdown on Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Ooh, really?
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I keep wanting to talk about the movie, but there's really no place to talk about it. So I said, screw it. I'm going to make a place.
Hey,
That's how you do it.
yeah.
There you go.
Well, tag us when you do it, and I'll reshare it. If you do go into spoilers, though, I may not watch it yet, which is the problem.
I'll say there's not really a way to break it down without going into spoilers. So it'll definitely have the spoiler warning at the beginning.
Sweet. Okay. Wow, this was a long one, guys, but hey, fun. Good one.
Yeah, almost double length at this point. Getting there.
Yeah.
Not quite, but we're getting there.
You might.
I'm going to throw my pimpage
Do it.
in the direction of Cellmates, because I think they're going to be doing like we said earlier in the episode. But if you weren't here for that, Cellmates is done by Maggie and Sean. They're husband-wife duo, and they talk about cell animation. That's why they're Cell Mates. And they're going to be talking about this show that we just talked about today, which is Rocko's Modern Life, the Netflix special, Static Cling, and also the forthcoming Invader Zim. So go check that out. They're on Castbox. It's a live cast is how they'll broadcast it. And I assume that it's going to be coming up this Saturday or Sunday. Seems like that's when they do it.
Yeah, I don't know if they've changed times or not, but that's generally when they do it, is Saturday evening. Usually at like 8, 7 Central, something like that. But yeah, they just do live casts. So look them up. You'll see it. She probably has it scheduled. You'll be able to find it. And that's it. That's what we got. So thanks everybody for listening. There's a whole bunch of guys joined the last 30, 40 minutes, which is awesome. And
a lot of new faces.
A lot of new faces, which I like. I like a lot. So
that's part of the reason that we wanted to move the time. So if if this time works better, maybe we just push it an hour. I don't know, or 2 hours, whatever.
Yeah, I mean this. Yeah, I don't know if it works with people's schedules. 6 might be a better time. We'll think about moving it around so we can kind of accommodate listener schedules, because the 5 o'clock slot, 5 Central slot, not a whole lot of people active. But
and if you're listening to this as a what do you call it?
Replay or
a recast? Yeah, replay. Good. If you're listening to this as a replay, get a hold of us on any of our social medias. If you have an opinion, let us know, because this was literally a time kind of chosen arbitrarily, and it's open to change. It's open to being flexible.
The winds have changed. We're open to the clouds blowing the winds of change at us.
And it sounds like a Grawlix outro.
Oh. Hey, thanks,
Dimitar.
Yeah, it's a great show. It's really fun to listen to you guys. Well, I appreciate it. And I can't believe you've been here almost the whole episode. This has been a long one, so I appreciate you listening. It's awesome. You ready for the 3-hour post show?
Oh Lord.
Good, because I'm not either. No, we're not doing no 3-hour post show. But even on our live shows, we have to do the post credits randomness. Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
If you listen to any of our regular podcasts, every episode, like an outtake or something goes after the outro music. So if you didn't know that, listen for them.
And credits to get you ready for get you pumped for the next show.
Yep. Also,
and that's usually after a pre-show. Oh, yeah, you were going into it. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, it made me think of pre-show. So, patreon.com/Grawlix podcast. For $1 a month, you can help support the show and get access to over 50 bonus episodes that are Patreon exclusive. Can't find.
We're not even to 100 normal episodes, and we're already to over 50 pre-shows.
Yep. Oh boy, 100. It's coming up.
It's coming fast.
Well, let's go ahead and end the stream, because this has been going on long, and I should probably consult you guys before I hold you on the show this long. All right.
Oh, it's fine.
Thanks everybody for listening. Thanks, Paul, for joining again. It's a pleasure to have you on the show.
I say this is fun. Like I said, I have no life.
You ever thought about becoming a podcaster? Because you got the perfect schedule for it.
We will take full advantage of your lack of life if that's the case.
I'll join in every Thursday.
All right. Yes.
Say if you guys are okay with it, I'll join in every week.
Oh yes. I'm still stuck on Jesse's life comment. That was great.
He knows I have no life.
Yeah, I know, because I share this lack of life sometimes.
Oh, I definitely do too. All right. We'll take it easy. And Jesse, you too. I'll talk to you later, man.
All right. Talk to you guys later.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Bye.